Good morning and welcome to the Daria Reactions. I'm Fred. If you're new to the channel, glad that you found us. If you are a returning viewer, glad that you're back. For those who are new here, we are doing your typical reaction, commentary, discussion, and we're focusing on MTV's Daria. Now, this is also my big excuse to rewatch every single episode in production order. And we are in season 4 at this point. Matter of fact, we are nearly done season 4. Uh, so it's been a fun journey over the past several months of going through each episode one by one. There is going to be the big question regarding when we will do the movies, because on the complete series DVD box set, is it fall yet? Is not on the same disc as the episodes for season that make up the back end of season 4. It's on the final disc. Um, so the temptation is: do I jump right into season 5 right away, or do I do the mature thing and just shuffle the disc around and to do the to do is it fall yet? After we do the final 2 episodes of season 4. So I haven't made up my mind in that regard because the movies themselves are going to be longer videos. So with that said, we are episode 12 of season 4. For those who don't, and if you are definitely new here, you don't hear any audio from the episodes themselves because I tend to run my mouth the entire time, or roughly the entire time, or with anything I notice, commentary, animation errors, things of that sort. As well as we want to get around worrying about any DMCA issues. Also, in terms of the video itself, I turn the blurs off and on periodically so you can line things up. Plus, Daria is available on multiple streaming services, so you sync up your own copy of it because I don't do any editing. But yeah, everything you see is live. As I like to say, it's live to hard drive up to YouTube at this point in time. So with that said, let's get to it. La 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 la. Fire! Jake is still on his milk addiction. And Jake is going to burn the house down. Hi, yay, yay. Yes, Jake, there is smoke. There is smoke, Jake. Waiting to be burned? Yes, you can, Quinn. Quinn, you can run out the house like that. There are many things wrong with Jake. Yeah, well, the key thing about what Jake was thinking was, damn. Yes, the Dutchman Inn. Yes. It's like a vacation that you're going on. The Hanoi Hilton. That was the Vietnam War, if memory serves me right. Yeah, it nearly makes up for him nearly burning down the house. That's a nice. Wait, what the? I thought they were going to the Dutchman Inn. What the hell? Quinn is going to be all over this bellboy, isn't she? Or vice versa, that the bellboy is going to be all over Quinn. Jake, really? Quinn is going to run up one hell of a hotel room bill. I wonder how much Jake gave him as a tip. Helen is pissed, rightfully so. Yes, Jake has something much better in mind. He most definitely has something better in mind. Yes, you have to share. Oh yeah, yeah. Question is, how does like Dari has a number? So it makes sense. They're really building up the breakup of Tom and Jane in a weird. It's being crammed in, but they're making it work. No, it's not the maid. Oh, that's an extravagant bathroom. Yeah, yeah, yes. Quinn is seeing many people. Yes, yes, she is. Daria is going to bail somehow. They love to haggle in the Morgendorfers. And Quinn's gonna have the whole room to herself. That can only end in horror. Man, I like the older commercial bumpers. Meanwhile, at the Lane house, there's a nice quartet. Eyelash curler. Yes, practice starts at 7 a.m., Jane, not 7 p.m. Jane is not having it. Which room is this? Oh, Oof. Yeah. Wait. Boy, what a, again, they're really cramming that in, the tension, the building tension with Jane and Tom. It's like, and they're really, it's kind of amazing that they're going so far in with it. What can be more embarrassing than Daria showing up? Jane is being very much inconvenienced here, and she's not liking the like how Daria and Jane are getting so chummy chummy. Fruit cup or fruit plate? Tiffany is a fucking idiot. Again, the shallowness of the fashion club. No bounds. Cannonball from Jake. Yes, it is. The bill that Quinn is racking up knows no bounds here. Hey, you're getting free stuff. What's not to like? Again, Jane is jealous, and boy, so that's a little subtle too. Because I remember Jane and Daria have a big fight over this dingus. Oh boy, and here Trent is going to pick up on the vibes. Yes, he does work for the hotel. Nope, it was. Yeah, how can you repay him? He's shooting for a date. Yeah, bullshit. Sandy's being concerned. Again, the vibe between Daria and Tom and the tension here with Jane, it's going to be rather epic. Tom, you've been in the house for a while at this point. Again, the one big animation error that is really reoccurring with season four is certain shots where it doesn't completely flush down at the very bottom of the screen. Daria glancing at Tom. Yeah, nothing but trouble. Nothing but trouble there is going to happen as a result of that. So romantic. And Sandy's being is jealousy is rising. Yes, I'm surprised he didn't go with the red tape. The tape there. Jane's pissed. She, eh, yes. No, she's not joking. Men are from Mars, women are from Venus. That's why most men think with their. What's in there, Jane? Awkwardness. The, Jake and Helen are just vibing. It's like I doubt they're listening. I don't think they're listening to her. Where, Jake is asleep. Stalker, I hardly knew her. What project? Yes. Her sister's beeper. That's a line there. That's a great line. Uh-oh. You've been avoiding me. Time to confess. The animation with Jane being like all awkward here and worried is kind of cute. Oh boy, they're starting to fight. Yeah, if he went over there intentionally, which is what he did. That's what he did. When did you become a third wheel in your own relationship, Jane? A few episodes back, actually. Of course, Jane doesn't want Daria to go. It has Jane saying that this is not her at all with the whole jealousy vibe. It's kind of true. It's almost like kind of bit meta with people who may not be liking the whole Tom inclusion. Jake and Helen. Helen is actually paying attention to what Quinn was saying. Is quite not. It was. It's quite unusual. Oh no, detective. What the? What's going on here? Oh, so the dude, so the bellboy's in trouble. Oh, yeah, she almost went out with a computer. Quinn, Daria. Uh oh. Oh, look, Daria and Trent. That will make a great couple there. He's sensitive to shift and move. Since when? You're a grunge musician, Trent. Which it does. It does make sense. Daria just was straight up confused, and we can't blame her. Right. They were so disappointed that she didn't give him a chance to say no. Heck of a closing shot here that they're with Daria looking staring off. That's actually a great closing. That okay, so as all over the place this episode is, it is certainly it, this episode. How can I put it? Has a great vibe in terms of picking up and building on so much stuff that's been laid out throughout the course of the season. Jane meeting Jane and Tom building relationship and getting it to the point where they start having like a lot of scenes of them having problems, and then the shift of Tom being more interested in Daria despite them getting off on really bad terms where Daria did not like Tom at all when they first met, and how he was basically monopolizing Jane, and now things have basically reversed there. Um, so you have that entire conundrum here, and if memory serves me right, that comes to a head in the next episode, the season four closer. If memory serves me right, where Daria and Jane get into a big fight, outright, or at least their big blow up. Because this episode essentially ends on a cliffhanger of sorts, where Daria is just staring off out the car windows, and Jake actually being concerned, sounding concerned that Daria wasn't like didn't was not saying anything when Helen and Quinn are. I did love the entire vibe of like Jake and Helen just vibing out, chilling at the hotel. Jake doing a freaking cannonball was a great sight, and they're just taking full advantage of the fact that okay, they're treating it like a vacation. And to some extent, one would say almost like a honeymoon. Quinn's thing with the bellboy and him basically proving that Sandy was right that he is a stalker or at least has some criminal tendencies, that he was doing everything that he was racking up, charging everything to Quinn's parents and their insurance company, and then erasing the charges after the fact was quite clever and a way to almost, for the one time in the series history where Sandy actually was proven right in terms of the someone having bad intentions towards Quinn. It's the one time in this entire series where Sandy is actually, her jealousy is actually warranted in terms of her being right in the end. Of course, we all know that Quinn, the biggest worry, is not so much dating a stalker, was dating a computer geek. Uh, Trent actually has some nice moments with Daria in terms of relaying, is like is into her, and like Daria is obviously denying it, not wanting to believe it, but Trent using the fact that, oh, he's a musician and he picks up on vibes and things of that sort. Granted, he's a grunge musician, and good luck finding anyone, especially from in that genre, where you can say that they're really, really sensitive. If anybody says Kurt Cobain, he wasn't sensitive at all. There was no. He was this extremely depressed. That's basically the entire vibe for every Nirvana song ever. Same thing with Nine Inch Nails, and Creed. Well, Creed wasn't grunge, but you get my point. But the the big thing, it was just so much set up, and one could say that this episode was certainly putting all the pieces in place for the season finale. Because at this point, there's like there would have been, I would believe that there would have been like the heavy advertising for the movie Is It Fall Yet, which aired at after season 4. Matter of fact, I think it was that is considered to be the season closer, to a large degree. Um, I'll have to eventually look at the Wikipedia pages and stuff just to see if that's true or not. But yeah, still, fine episode. Just certainly different from several. In that it relies a lot. It relies heavily on continuity. So that's what it comes down to. So with that said, we will do the final episode for season 4 next week, which I'm actually going to be recording straight away. So don't be surprised if I'm wearing the same shirt in next week's video, because I'm going to be recording it right after this one. Anyway, with that said, tighten your friendship bracelet, stay safe, like, comment, subscribe, all that jive. And we'll see you next time here on this thing that I'm doing.